Larger sleighs with swell bodies are sometimes referred to as what? Is that an A, Hudson Valley sleighs, B, Queen's Body cutters, or C, red ribbon cutters? Okay, larger sleighs with swell bodies are sometimes referred to as what? Is it Hudson Valley sleighs, Queen's Body cutter, or C, red ribbon cutters? Okay, I hope everybody is having a great day today and are ready for round one, question 2. Confused about when a winter vehicle with runners is a sleigh or a cutter? Cutter is an American term referring to a light sleigh having a single one of these. Is it A, runner, B, seatboard, or C, dash? So confused about when a winter vehicle with runners is a sleigh or a cutter? Cutter is an American term referring to a light sleigh having one of these. Is it A, runner, B, seatboard, or C, dash? Round one, question 3. Sleds are more likely to be used over non-snow surfaces than sleighs or sledges. Which ancient people are famous for using sleds to move heavy items? Is it A, the Romans, B, the Egyptians, or C, the Celts? Sleds are more likely to be used over non-snow surfaces than sleighs or sledges. Which ancient people are famous for using sleds to move heavy items? Would that be A, the Romans, B, the Egyptians, or C, the Celts? Round one, question 4. Sleds are more likely to be used over winter racing was very popular in the United States, and this type of cutter was an early favorite. They gave way at the turn of the 20th century to specifically made racing sleighs. Was it an Albany, B, a Queen's Body, or C, a Portland? Winter racing was very popular in the United States, and this type of cutter was an early favorite. They gave way at the turn of the 20th century to specially made racing sleighs. Is the answer A, Albany, B, Queen's Body, or C, Portland? Round one, question 5. Okay, this one's a little tricky. Where are snow knockers found? A, on a sleigh, B, on a horseshoe, or C, on the harness? Okay, let me see if I can get that sound a little bit better for you, Heidi. Okay, where are snow knockers found? A, on a sleigh, B, on a horseshoe, or C, on the harness? Round one, question 6. Snow buildup in your horse's feet? What common kitchen item can help you? Would that be A, shortening, B, ketchup, or C, sugar? Snow buildup in your horse's feet? What common kitchen item can help you? Is that A, shortening, B, ketchup, or C, sugar? Okay, here we go with the answers. And so larger sleighs with swell bodies are sometimes referred to as A, Hudson Valley sleighs. Hudson Valley sleighs are larger sleighs with swell bodies. So the answer to round one, question 1 is A. You guys did good. Okay. Confused about when a winter vehicle with runners is a sleigh or a cutter? A cutter is an American term referring to a light sleigh having a single seat board. Okay. So the seat board is what's specific to a cutter, that it only has one. Okay. So the answer to round 1, question 2 is B. Round 1, question 3, answer. Sleds are more likely to be used over non-snow surfaces than sleighs or sledges. Which ancient people are famous for using sleds to move heavy items? And that would be the Egyptians. They were very good about moving items on sleds over sand and mud. Okay, so answer to round 1, question 3 is B, the Egyptians. Round 1, question 4, answer. Winter racing was very popular in the United States, and this type of cutter was an early favorite. They gave way at the turn of the 20th century to specially made racing sleighs, and that was a Portland. Portland cutters were very popular in the United States for winter racing. All right, this is the tricky one. Round 1, question 5, answer. Where are snow knockers found? So technically speaking, snow knockers are apparently supposed to be on the harness. They're clipped on the harness, and they use them to knock snow out of the horse's shoe. If they are found on the sleigh, apparently, technically, they are called Yankee snow knockers. Not sure if that's why that is, but if you do some research and you're looking for Yankee snow knockers, those are always on the sled or sleigh, whereas an actual snow knocker usually has a clip on it, or sometimes it has a length of rope or leather on it to be attached to the harness. So if somebody asks you what a snow knocker is, they are used to take the snow and ice out of a horse's hoof while they're in harness. So, round 1, question 6. Snow buildup in your horse's feet. What common kitchen item can help you? And that would be shortening. So little sprayed on Pam can help. Snow buildup in your horse's feet. Okay, are we ready for round 2? Question about where it would be attached on the harness. It doesn't seem to be very specific. Usually it's somewhere along the back, so it would just stay pretty steady on that snow knocker. Although I think sometimes they ended up on a hip or wherever was convenient. So round 2, here we go. This is book covers. We did this once before. You guys enjoyed it. So here we go again. What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Round 2, question 1. Is it a dog cart phaeton, a prairie schooner, or a Conestoga wagon? Okay, what type of vehicle is on this book cover? Is it A, a dog cart phaeton, B, a prairie schooner, or C, a Conestoga wagon? Round 2, question 2. What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Okay, is it A, a dog cart, B, a Victoria, or C, a Vardo? Okay, what type of vehicle is on this book cover? Is it A, a dog cart, B, Victoria, or C, Vardo? Round 2, question 3. What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Okay, is it A, a delivery wagon, B, an opera bus, or C, an omnibus? What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Is it a delivery wagon, an opera bus, or an omnibus? Round 2, question 4. What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Is it a delivery wagon, a donkey cart, or a tub cart? What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Is it A, a delivery wagon, B, a donkey cart, or C, a tub cart? Okay, here we go with question 5. What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Is it A, yep, here's my coach, B, a Concord coach, or C, a spring wagon? So what type of coach do we think this is? A, B, or C? Here we go. All right, here we go with the next one. So this is actually the same series that we looked at with the first one. What type of vehicle is on this book cover? Okay. Is it prairie schooner, spring wagon, A, B, or C? We've got some interesting guesses there. Okay. So let's find out the answers. All right. The Little House on the Prairie was very famous for being in a prairie schooner. So that is what type of vehicle is on this book. Okay. So the prairie schooner. Round 2, question 2. This one is a Vardo. Okay, what type of vehicle is on this book cover? And that would be a Vardo. Okay, here we go with question 3. This would be a delivery wagon. And part of the way that you can tell is both on an opera bus and on an omnibus. Usually there are people in those, and so you would need some way to see in and out and or breathe while you're in there. So this delivery wagon is sealed. Okay, here we go with question 4. This is a donkey cart. Now, we discussed this last time, whether or not it was a tub cart. This could maybe be a governess cart, but it is not a tub cart. So it is, according to the book, it is defined as a donkey cart. Round 2, question 5, answer. This one is a Concord coach. And so what type of vehicle is on this book cover? And this is a Concord coach. Are we ready for the last one? Okay, so we believe that this is a spring wagon. So what type of vehicle is on this book cover? This should be a spring wagon. All right, here we go with round 3. Before we start, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. Greatly appreciate it. Lee, Heidi, Joan, Angie, Judy. I see Ben's on here today. Great to have you. Got a couple other people that are hiding out there. You're welcome to put your answers in the chat area, but you're certainly welcome to keep them with you at home. We play for bragging rights here. And I do mean that. People stopped me when we went to Martin's to tell me how they did on the quiz, so which is fantastic. Now, this one is a tough question, but it has been in the news this week. Before the introduction of domestic horses in Mesopotamia in the late 3rd millennium BCE, contemporary cuneiform tablets and seals document intentional breeding of highly valued equids called kungas. They are a cross of what animals? Okay, I know this is a tough one, but it's been in the news. So is it A, wild Persian ongers and female domestic donkeys? B, female domestic donkeys and male Syrian wild ass? Or C, zebras and male Syrian wild ass? And you can see an example of this creature over here on this set of turrets. Okay, so round 3, question 1. Before the introduction of domestic horses in Mesopotamia in the late 3rd millennium BCE, contemporary cuneiform tablets and seals document intentional breeding of highly valued equids called kungas. They are a cross of what animals? Is it A, wild Persian angers and female domestic donkeys? B, female domestic donkeys and male Syrian wild ass? Or C, zebras and male Syrian wild ass? Okay. Good luck on that question. Here we go with round 3, question 2. 4 presidential carriages were built by the shop. The carriages were used by Presidents Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Abraham Lincoln, and William McKinley. Which company built the carriages? Would it be Brewster & Company, Studebaker, or P.C. Kimball? 4 presidential carriages were built by this shop. The carriages were used by Presidents Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Abraham Lincoln, and William McKinley. Which company built the carriages? Is it A, Brewster & Company, B, Studebaker, or C, C.P. Kimball? Oh, quite a bit of variety on that one. Okay, so this one has also been in the news this week, and I'm pleased to say that I helped get this project started. It's going to be a really interesting study, and they've just finished up. Round 3, question 3. The Sports Medicine Research Institute, University of Kentucky, just finished studying CDE driver hand strength. They found that caring for horses can have what effect on your hand strength? A, additive, meaning positive, B, none, or C, negative. The Sports Medicine Research Institute, University of Kentucky, just finished studying CDE driver hand strength. They found that caring for horses can have what effect on your hand strength? A, additive, meaning positive, B, none, or C, negative. Oh, some of you guys have read this article. That's great. That's really great. All right, here we go with the next question. How is this double footman's loop used? Okay, A, is the front the holdback strap and the back one the kicking strap? Okay, or is it B, is the front one is for the kicking strap and the back one is the holdback strap? Or C, is just to confuse people? Okay, now this would be like if we're standing on the off side of the horse, because we can see the step there. How is this double footman's loop used? Is it A, whether the front loop is used for the holdback strap and the back loop is used as the kicking strap? Or B, the front one has the kicking strap, the back has the holdback strap? Or C, is it just to confuse people? Okay, we have some opinions here. All right, we'll find out in a minute. Round 3, question 5. Why is the edge of this hub rough? Is it A, for decoration, B, to discourage people from using it as a step, or C, as safety for when you step on it? Why is the edge of this hub rough? Is it A, for decoration, B, to discourage people from using it as a step, or C, for safety when you use it as a step? Round 3, question 6. This is another tricky one, and I hope I do all these words justice here. This sport demonstrated here is called what? Skioring, B, skijuring, or C, skikoring? All right, so we'll have a webinar on this sport in February. So, okay. Here we go with the answers. Let's see what we have. Okay. Before the introduction of domestic horses in Mesopotamia in the late 3rd millennium BCE, contemporary cuneiform tablets and seals document intentional breeding of highly valued equids called kungas. They are a cross of what animals? And that would be B, female domestic donkeys and male Syrian wild ass. And they have figured that out through DNA. So we always knew that there was some type of intentional breeding, but they weren't sure the exact cross. So this has made the news this week. So the answer is B. Okay, here we go with question 2. The answer: 4 presidential carriages were built by this shop. The carriages were used by Presidents Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Abraham Lincoln, and William McKinley. Which company built the carriages? And that would be Studebaker. Studebaker built quite a few presidential carriages and vehicles over the course of time. Okay, the Sports Medicine Research Institute, University of Kentucky, just finished studying CDE driver hand strength. They found that caring for horses can have what effect on your hand strength? And that would be an additive or positive outcome. We hope to bring you some documentation on that study in the next Carriage Journal. So the answer is additive or positive. Horses have a good thing on your hand strength. Okay, here we go with the double footman's loop. This is always a tough one. This double footman's loop is used what? And it is the front is for the holdback strap, and the back one is the kicking strap. Okay, so the answer is A. The front one is the holdback strap, and the back one is the kicking strap. Round 3, question 5. Answer: why is the edge of this hub rough? And that is for safety, so that when you go to step up on it, you don't slide right off. So that was a good question. Hopefully you got that one right. It is safety. Now, this was the tricky one. So the answer to round 3, question 6, is all of them are correct, and there are a few others that this sport is called. So if you're looking for directions on how to do it, you may find it spelled multiple ways. One spelling or another, we are going to be have someone with us on February 25th to help us learn how to do it. It looks like a lot of fun. So there was no wrong answer for round 3, question 6. It's a little bit of a trick. Round 4, here we go. Okay, question 1. The footman's seat was originally called a booby boot. Today we call a footman's seat a what? Is it A, a rumble, B, footman's board, or C, a rubber duck? The footman's seat was originally called a booby boot. Today we call a footman's seat a what? Is it A, rumble, B, footman's board, or C, a rubber duck? Round 4, question 2. When a sleigh is decorated like this, it is called what? Okay, this was in your January journal. When a sleigh is decorated like this, it is called what? Is it A, plaiting, B, striping, or C, scroll work? Round 4, question 2. When a sleigh is decorated like this, it is called what? Is it A, plaiting, B, striping, or C, scroll work? I see several of you have read your journal. That's fantastic. Round 4, question 3. According to the AAEP, which is not a sign of colic? Is it A, repeatedly lying down, rolling, or attempting to do so. B, passing manure. Or C, turning the head towards the flank, kicking or biting at the belly. According to the AAEP, which is not a sign of colic, would that be A, repeatedly lying down, rolling, or attempting to do so? B, passing manure? Or C, turning the head towards the flank, kicking or biting at the belly? Okay. You guys look like you're ready for level 1 proficiency. Great. Good job. Okay, round 4, question 4. This color harness was used in the country for informal occasions, partly because it looked better in dusty conditions and was thought to be easier to clean. Would that be teal, russet, or white? This color harness was used in the country for informal occasions, partly because it looked better in dusty conditions and was thought to be easier to clean. Would that be A, teal, B, russet, or C, white? Round 4, question 5. This is another one from the Carriage Journal. This sleigh features a bagpipe player. This is a luxury sleigh model used in the city. What type of vehicle? What is this type of vehicle called? Now, I attempted to pronounce this earlier, and I'm just not going to subject any of us to that, so we'll go with the English translation. It is A, a sausage sled, B, a box sled, or C, a figure sled. This sleigh features a bagpipe player. This is a luxury sleigh model used in the city. What is this type of vehicle called? Is it A, a sausage sled, B, a box sled, or C, a figure sled? Round 4, question 6. What is this? Hopefully you can see it pretty well. Is it a lace cutter, a French edge skiving tool, or a rain rounder? So if you can't see it real well, it's a piece of metal that has a variety of holes in it. There's actually 15 of them of various sizes. And so the question is, what is this? Okay. Is it a lace cutter, a French edge skiving tool, or a rain rounder? Here we go with the answers. Are you ready? Oh, Lee used to own one. Aha. So I'm so glad everybody was able to join us today. I hope you did have a good quiz and that you're staying warm wherever you are. Here we go with the answers. Round 4, question 1. The footman's seat was originally called a booby boot. Booby boot. Today we call a footman's seat a rumble. The answer is A, rumble. The footman's seat was originally called a booby boot. Today we call a footman's seat a rumble. Round 4, question 2. When a sleigh is decorated like this, it is called what? And it is called plaiting. Plaiting. Okay. When a sleigh is decorated like this, it is called plaiting. And the Carriage Journal has a short article on that this time in January. Round 4, question 3. According to the AAEP, which is not a sign of colic, and that would be passing manure. We generally regard that as a good thing. According to the AAEP, which is not a sign of colic, and the answer is B, passing manure. And I know some of you have gotten a little tired of the colic question, but that is one of the most common things that people are unfamiliar with. So that is why we continue to address different signs of colic. Round 4, question 4. This color harness was used in the country for informal occasions, partly because it looked better in dusty conditions and was thought to be easier to clean. The answer to that is russet. Russet is usually for informal occasions in the country. Okay. So on page 30 in the Carriage Journal this month, we do have this sausage sled with a bagpipe player. And it is a luxury sleigh model used in the city. And so the answer is A. This is a sausage sled. Okay. This sleigh features a bagpipe player. This is a luxury model used in the city. Okay. Here we go with the last answer. Round 4, question 6. This is a rain rounder. And I've not been able to find any pictures of it actually being used to make fine harness the reins that are round or something like that. They use it still today for things like shoelaces, things that you want to be round. But they are called rain rounders, and they have been used with harness for quite some time. The patent on this was in the late 1800s. So I hope you did really well. And I would just like to take this time to thank you again for coming. I hope that our CAA members will be joining us for the Friday night webinar series. If you are not yet a member, you can become one at caaonline.com. If you would prefer not to become a member, but still would like to see the webinars, you can sign up for them on Facebook and be able to access them. They are $9.99 for individuals that are not CAA members. Quite frankly, if you really like the webinars, it's cheaper just to become a member. We do record these, so they are available to CAA members after the actual event. This Friday, we will do Calls of the Road with Rich O'Donnell. On Friday, February 25th, we will be skioring with Sophie Moore, who's a very experienced skier. We're looking forward to that. On Friday, March 25th, it will be the World Coaching Club with Misty Wrigley Miller. That should be a really excellent presentation, and be a great opportunity to learn more about the ladies of the World Coaching Club. On Friday, May 27th, we are going to head west and follow the Odyssey of the Chuck Wagon and the Goodnight Loving Trail with Bill Neal. And some of you have been able to meet him at the event in California. He's quite knowledgeable, and we're looking forward to learning more about the Chuck Wagon. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great weekend and week. And I hope if you're not already a CAA member, you will become one. Just a reminder that next week we will be at the CAA International Carriage Symposium. And so we will not be live online. So thank you so much. Have a great day.